When Damian Wayne goes missing during the Beast World Crisis, it'll be up to Dick Grayson to reunite the Super Sons. What'll happen next? Well, let's hop to the pages of Nightwing issue number 110 and find out what happens next together, shall we? So then, as the issue opens up, we're treated to the origins of Apex Ava, aka the green-skinned supervillain we saw kidnapping Damian in the backup of the last issue. Turns out before the DC Universe started turning into animals, she was a patient over at Arkham Tower. You know what, I totally forgot that Arkham Asylum isn't in some creepy manor house anymore, but some sort of high-tech tower, and has been for a long time. You'd think someone would have thought to put it back by now. We learned that before getting powers, Ava was actually dying, and before she kicked the bucket, she wanted to kill as many rare animals as humanly possible. In fact, all of the tattoos on her body are of animals that she hunted and killed. But what's killing her, you might be asking? Well, you'll never guess, but she was bitten by a monkey, the very same type of monkey that famously bit Garfield Logan, turning him into Beast Boy. This, of course, means that when the Beast Boy spores come for Ava, she manages to kill one of them, ritualistically eats it, and in doing so is granted some of Beast Boy's own powers. And you know what? That is one hell of an origin story, if you ask me. Now, back in the present, Jon Kent the Superman is helping his father heat vision as many of the Beast spores as they can when he gets an emergency call from Nightwing about Damian going dark, trying to keep the peace in Gotham. Again, if you had read the backup in the previous issue, you would already know that Beast people had been going missing all throughout the city, and Damian took it upon himself to try and find them, which actually tracks pretty well for his character when you stop and remember that Damian actually does love animals and is a card-carrying vegetarian, complete with his own bat cow. Dick and Superman also have a fun little back and forth this issue about how Nightwing can seemingly be in so many different places at once during this whole Beast World event, only for Nightwing to say, yeah, he might be fighting a war on multiple fronts. But when his beloved little brother goes missing, nothing in the world could possibly stop him from helping out. Aw, look how much he cares. Also, nice to know Dick is holding no ill will over the events of Gotham War. Jon uses his super senses to scan for his best friend and Super Son partner, only to come up empty-handed, which is bad. Either Damian's heartbeat is hidden, either he's changed into a beast, or he's dead, neither which are very good outcomes. Our new dynamic duo decides to hit up the Iceberg Lounge for information by putting the screws to its owners, the Penguin Twins, and yeah, I totally forgot they were a thing too, so A+ to Tom Taylor for use of continuity in this one. Naturally, the twins don't want to help, but the good guys say if they don't tell them what they want to know, then Superman is just gonna set up shop at the end of the bar and scare off the lounge's regulars, which is just a hilarious image. I like this bit too because it reminds us that before he kind of disappeared there into the Injustice universe, Nightwing was going out of his way to mentor Jon into becoming a bigger superhero. And he basically tells him not to get too cocky in Gotham. At first glance, it doesn't seem like much, but let's remember, hey, Superman doesn't spend his time over here for a reason, right? As it turns out, Apex Ava has managed to capitalize on the Beast crisis by using her powers to set up a series of gladiatorial fights in the old hockey arena, and now Damian, or Mr. Mittens as he is known by his new ring name, is set to go one-on-one with the Beast Champ, a former hairdresser turned killer bear beast by the name of Gale. Okay, you know what? I thought the Giganta turning into a bear bit from the last Beast World issue had to be a Gail Simone reference, and now in this issue, I 100% know it is. And all I can say about this is, man, I wish I was good enough friends with Tom Taylor that he turned our Twitter inside jokes into an on-running gag in his big superhero event. Maybe one day, though. Maybe one day. Furthermore, can I just say Damian being a cat is kind of perfect given his personality. He gives off big cat energy. I bet he also knocks a lot of glasses off tables just because he can. I bet he also ignores people for days on end until he gets ignored and then ends up getting super clingy. And you know what? I bet much like cats, he kinda can't help but love him anyway despite his eccentricities. All these new turn of events really complicate things for our heroes because now not only must they save Robin, but they have to save all the other Beast people who Ava has enslaved. At first, they have the element of surprise on their side, but both Nightwing and Superman end up throwing it away in order to stop Damian from killing his opponent. Because, you know, both Dick and Jon probably know both sides of Damian's heart more than just about anyone else, and they know that he would never be able to live it down if he took a life. Well, you know, took a life again. Now, you remember how we learned that the spores are actually smarter than we first thought, that they're actively seeking out more powerful metahumans to control and turn? At first, Jon fears that Damian's spore might jump into him, and oh my god, if it can corrupt a Superman, there's no telling what it can do. Well, get this, turns turns out the spores actually learn from the people they're embedded in, and this spore actively thinks that Robin is stronger than Superman because Damian thinks that, of course, duh, which is just a wonderfully hilarious read on the character. Once Robin is back in control of his own body, he wants nothing more than to go and kick Apex Ava's ass, even though he's barely standing after all those gladiatorial fights, and in a wonderful scene of friendship and teamwork, Jon goes out of his way to try and talk Damian into actually taking care of himself for a change. Luckily for our heroes, shutting down the Coliseum won't actually be that hard at all, because by the time they manage to corner Apex Ava, she's already trying to pull up stakes and move shop. Normally this might be a problem, but not when you're best friends with a Superman, because Jon literally just picks up the entire arena and moves it where he wants. Man, that is some Golden Age Superman super dickery, and I absolutely love it. It's only here, with her back against the wall, does Ava reveal that control over spores isn't the only Beast Boy related power she has, as she just kinda shapeshifts into a hawk and flies away, no doubt to bedevil our heroes another day. I also have to wonder, did she know she could do that, or did she only figure it out when the situation called for it? Now, as the comic comes to an end, Superman and Nightwing reflect on all the positive growth they've seen in Damian, helping those animals and people in need, not wanting to see them caged, used, and abused because, well, Damian more than just about anyone can relate to that sort of upbringing given his childhood. And all in all, it's just a really feel-good finale. And so that was Nightwing issue number 110, everybody. Another perfect example, if we needed it, of a tie-in comic so good you would almost forget that this was a tie-in to Beast World. In fact, I dare say this is probably one of the best tie-ins I've read in a really long time. It was cool to see Taylor pick up on several different DC Comics continuity threads that feel like they've all been left by the wayside in recent time. Be it the existence of Arkham Tower, the Penguin Twins and their place in Gotham, reuniting the Super Sons, hell, even reminding us that Nightwing was the major mentor of Jon Kent the Superman before he left for a while. It's all very good, very compelling stuff, and then you get the debut of Apex Ava, a new villain with an absolutely killer design, who could have been an excellent Dark Mirror foe for Beast Boy, but hey, he doesn't have an ongoing series right now, so let's give her to Nightwing. Overall, I think I'd feel comfortable giving this one a 9 out of 10. Yeah, I know, I'm surprised too, but goddamn, when this Nightwing book is good, it's just better than just about anything else. Hey there everyone, it's your pal Cape Joel again, and if you're seeing my face right now, that means you watched to the end of the video, and I'll always be grateful for that. Retention helps in this crazy YouTube game, and so does becoming a patron. If you head on down to the description, you can find a link to my Patreon page. Recently just redid all the tiers, a lot of cool stuff offering up there, exclusive commentaries, exclusive polls, behind the scenes concept art for Capes and Quest, that's the brand new D&D show I've started soon. Never been a better time to become a patron. You can become a patron for as little as $1 a month and help the channel grow and, help me continue to deliver content like what you just saw. So I want to thank you all, and I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.